Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 2, Cultural Heritage of India, Handicrafts and Fine Arts, lecture number 9. Friends, already in this chapter we have understood about the contribution of artisans in our culture. Friends, we understood that these are the artisans due to which our country is standing at an incomparable position in the world. We learned in the previous session that there are many arts that are mentioned in our Indian literature. We got lots of talented artisans and skillful persons who have gained mastery in their particular field. Friends, here it is said, it is this talent which is seen in many people since his birth. We can see his totally dedication, his totally sacrifice. He sacrifices towards the skill to be trained in its own field. Friends, we also discussed that how these artisans are skillful in their particular art. Friends, here when we are discussing about any particular art, in our Indian culture, here it is said there are many such arts which are very ancient art. We started from discussing from the clay art and we learned that this clay art was seen since a very long period. Before, here it is said, before the metals were not discovered, before that, these clay items were used. Friends, here it is said that when people used to maximum use these clay items in the past, they used the utensils, toys, they used to make the idols, each and everything were made of clay. Then as the time developed, lots of change came, and in the present era we can see the development of our country as well as lots of positivity in our Indian culture. We discussed that how the other arts like spinning is the skill of making long thread by joining small balls of cotton all together. This is done through the spinning wheel. Friends, we also discussed about hand weaving, in which we discussed with the example that in our Indian country, in our culture, we saw that from the past itself, textile industry was very popular. Lots of production were made for the textile industry in our country. Raw material which were the source for this textile industry were produced from India. Friends, we took the example of the cloth muslin that was produced in Dhaka, and it was so delicate that it was even able to fit in a matchbox. And if it could, the whole taka of this muslin coat can even pass from the ring. Friends, we also discussed about the skill of patola of Patan, in which we learned that how this art of patola was complicated and time consuming. Very few artisans were skilled in this art. We also discussed that there were rulers like Siddharth Jaisingh who encouraged such kind of artisans and flourished this art in our country. It was during the rule of Siddharth Jaisingh when many artisans came and settled in Patan. After that, we discussed about even the leather industry, the leather art of our country, in which from the skin of this dead animal, the leather products were produced, in which from the musical instrument like dol, tabla, dholak, as well as lots of daily routine use items like purses, bells, such kind of things were also made. Seal during wars were made from leather. So many such things were also artistically made from leather. Friends, we also learn about the embroidery work. In that we learned that how this embroidery work was famous. This weaving and embroidery work was famous in ancient time. Its evidences are found from the Mohenjo-daro and Harappan civilization, from the clothes of the idols that were found. Even the people at that time used to wear the clothes made of this embroidery art, so it was very famous. Then we also discussed about diamond and beadwork in the previous lecture, in which we also discussed that how this diamond work were famous from the royal people to the common people. As India is surrounded by 7,517 km long coastline, India is gifted with such a natural landscape, due to which we can easily trade with the foreign countries. Friends, we discussed the importance of this diamond and beadwork since ancient time. Then we also discussed about the jari work in the previous lecture. Today, friends, we are going to discuss about one more important art, that is the metal art. Friends, today we are going to discuss about the metal art. Here it is said that this metal art, metal work, or we can say metal art, metal art is considered as one of the most ancient art. Friends, here it is said that this metal art is considered as one of the ancient art. From ancient time, this art was well known. Here it is said, this metal art was seen in the Metal Age, which just started after Stone Age. Friends, we discussed this in the previous chapter also, and in the previous lectures also we discussed about these things, that when people were the primitive men, were living the primitive life, at that time men used to maximum use the stone items. At that time, here it is said, the man's only requirement was food, shelter and clothing. Friends, at that time they did not have much requirement, so they used to live the life of the wanderers. They used to wander here and there. They were not stable for their dwelling. They were living the life of wonder. And at that time, for their routine, they used to use maximum the items which were made of the stone. Even for hunting, the weapons that they made, they were made of stone. For their protection, to light the fire, for each purpose, they used stone. And that is why, during that time, the age was known as Stone Age. But as the Stone Age passed, and as the metals were invented, after that, these metals came into use. People came to know that how these metals are useful for us in our daily lives. Here it is said, the evidences of this metal art is found from several ancient places. Friends, here it is said that it is proved that from the evidences of this metal, the evidence of this metal art is found from several ancient places that were found in the different part of India. We can say these evidences of this metal art is found from several ancient places of India. We can say the evidences of this metal art is found from several places of India. Here it is said, the artisans of Lothal, Mohenjo-daro, the artisans that were present in Lothal, Mohenjo-daro made different items from metal. Friends, here it is said, the artisans of Lothal, Mohenjo-daro, they used to make different items from these metals. We can say here it is said that many items like drill, sickle, needles, many items like drill, sickle, needle, etc. things, we can say etc. things were made, etc. things were made. Here we can say these all things like drill, sickle, needles were made. These all things were made by using, we can say, by using copper and bronze. By using the metals like copper and bronze, lots of things like drill, sickle, needles, etc. things were made that contributed in the daily usage of this art. Then here it is said, many idols were also made from metals. Many idols, we can say, many idols were also made from these metals. Then many utensils and household things were made from metals. Friends, here it is said that many utensils and household things were made from metals. Here it is clearly understanding, friends, that after the Stone Age, when this metal came into use, this was used for many purposes. Here the examples are that these evidences have been found from the remains of Lothal, Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, in which we have found many items like drill, sickle, needle. These all things were made of metals like copper and bronze. That means that during that time also, during that period also, there were many artisans present who used to use these metals. Then here it is said these metals were also used for making idols. Many remains of god goddesses idols, human figures idols, animals idols were found. These idols were also made of metals. These are some of the evidences that proves that this is a very ancient art. Along with it, here it is said many utensils and household things were also made from metals. Many utensils as well as household purposes were made from metals in the past. So friends, here it is said this metal art is very important for the ancient art. Friends, here it is said that in the ancient India, many weapons used in wars were also made up of metals. Friends, here it is said that even in the ancient India, we know when the rulers, the kings used to attack on the other region and capture the other region by doing war. So, in that period, when many wars used to happen, at that time also, the weapons that were used in the wars were mostly made of metals. Means metals was used since a very long period. Then here it is said, even gold and silver were used to make ornaments. Friends, here it is said that even gold and silver were used to make ornaments. Then, friends, these are most of the minerals, that metals that are used since ancient time. When we were learning about the art of diamonds and beads, at that time also, we understood that for making ornaments, people were here it is said, the people were very eager to purchase such kind of ornaments which were diamond beaded, and they were very fond of such ornaments, and due to that, jewelry was very famous. Mostly the jewelry that is made of gold and silver. So friends, here it is said that as the people were fond of ornaments, jewelry, here for making such kind of ornaments and jewelry, gold and silver were used in maximum proportion. Then here it is said, friends, there are other also many metals like copper, brass, bronze, etc. were used to make utensils and idols. Friends, here it is said that the metals like copper, brass, bronze, these etc. such kind of metals were used to make utensils as well as idols. So here it is said that again these metals were very useful since ancient time for making the utensils that were used in house as well as the idols that were made mostly for worshipping. The idols of god goddesses were made, human figures were made at some places. So such idols were also made of metal like copper, brass, bronze, and these evidences have already been found from several places of several ancient places of India, and through these evidences it is proved that this metal art is present since a very ancient time in India. Then here it is said, friend, that even iron was used to make many, even iron as a metal was used to make many items, especially several weapons. Friends, here it is said that even iron was used to make many items. Iron was also used, as you all know that in the present time also iron plays a very important role. In our surrounding we found lots of things that are made of iron. Iron at that time also many things were made of iron, so iron was also used in major proportion. Especially it is said this iron was used to make weapons that were used during the wars. So friends, here today we discussed about the metal art, in which we looked that these art, metal art is the ancient art. After the Stone Age, this metal age started, in which maximum things were used from metals. We learned that how these metals were used since ancient time, and at the present time also these metals are useful for us. Evidences have already been found from several places. Many utensils have been found, many idols have been found. From this, it is proved that this art is the most ancient art. How we learn that for which purposes these metals were used. Metals were used for household purpose, to make weapons. Here it is said, even in ancient India, when war was conducted, at that time the weapons used in the war were used of metal, were made of metals. Gold and silver, as we discussed previously, that people were very fond of jewelry at that time, due to which reason here it is said gold and silver were used in maximum proportion to make golden and silver ornaments. Then copper, brass, bronze, etc. such type of metals were used to make utensils and idols. Even iron was used in maximum proportion for production of many items. Especially it was used to make lots of weapons in the past. So friends, through this discussion we can understand that this art, metal art, is very ancient art, and many artisans have already been present in our ancient India. Thank you.